Hey everyone, Grassroots Podcast. We are back. Be sure to subscribe, hit the notification button, be notified for our latest to the greatest episodes, as well as make sure to get in tune and join our Discord. We'll be going over everything from gaming, culture, taxes, stocks, everything. So be sure to join. I'm one of the hosts, Brandon Killabh Hall.
I am the regular Nas.
I'm Wylson.
And then we have the normal crew. Shout out to Chris Bops and Civ. We are here. How's your weekend going? How are you guys holding up with the storm? Did you pack anything? Were you prepared?
Negative. Negative Ghost Rider. I'm waiting. Yeah. I'm trying to ride this out. They said it's going to be until what, 4:00, 4:30?
Yeah, it's supposed to be until like 4:30 or something like that.
Try to shovel real quick. Get ready for the game.
Yeah, it's saying 5 now.
Yeah.
But I mean, this snow was nothing compared to what we saw last week. So
yeah, last week's snow, it was stupid.
Well, yeah, well, Wilson's up in the mountains too, so he's getting a dusting. Pause.
You see, even my camera knew. I would appreciate it if you didn't disclose my location.
That you're in your fortress of solitude in the mountains,
in the Himalayas.
man. Damn, man, 5:00. That's whack, man. Yo, did y'all see Shorty from Louisiana with the Gorilla Glue?
Yeah,
Louisiana's finest.
Oh my God! Listen, ladies out there, right? Public service announcement. We all know that you want your hair to look a certain way. We all know that you care about how laid it is. Let's not go to great lengths to lay that shit where it's laid permanently. Young lady, I don't even know where this woman is from, but
Louisiana. I knew that
Louisiana.
Accent. I knew that accent anywhere.
Because I guess she didn't have the normal hair product that she would normally use to let her hair stay still. Somehow, shape, form, or fashion, she thought it was a great idea to then go and use Gorilla Glue on her head. Now, what I want to say is, yes, her hair is laid. She has a permanent swoop, a permanent doobie, a permanent flat Caesar. I want to also say that shit is not moving, fam. Did you see the 4 videos of her trying to scrub it with a Brillo pad, trying to scrub it with a hard sponge? She tried combing it. She tried scraping it. Like, I know we laugh, but I wonder what the medical procedure would be to remove your own wig that you super glued. Now, let me be clear. Gorilla Glue. For those that don't know what Gorilla Glue is, and maybe probably never even heard about Gorilla Glue prior to this young girl using it on her head. But Gorilla Glue's adhesive strength can hold like a bumper together. Like it can repair sneakers, it can repair dishes, it can repair ceramic, it can repair wood. I say all that to say
it's very sticky.
It's very sticky. I say all that to say it's extremely sticky.
So the first diagnosis for this young female is mental retardation. She's retarded. And the reason why I say that is after she glued her head, she made that video. She said, it's been a month. Well, I've been watching it because she didn't go to the hospital for over a month.
Her hair is done. Her hair is done.
Well, part of her scalp probably is. She's gonna have to.
Well, that's my other thing.
Scalped.
He's right.
They're gonna have to take skin. They're gonna have to take skin from her butt cheeks and put it on
and
her head.
And do skin grafting. Yeah, and do skin grafting. Yeah.
In her defense, hold on real quick. But let me say, Gorilla Snot gel, hair gel, does look kind of similar to Gorilla Glue.
Are you about to defend this? Is this what you're doing now? You're defending this girl putting Gorilla Glue in her hair. That's
Maybe
what you're doing.
It was a quick grab. It said somebody grabbed it quick off the shelf. Yeah, they didn't go to
but Gorilla Snot, that's like a gel though, right?
And that's number one. It's a gel. Number two,
she used the spray.
Yeah, but number two, that's the thing. Number two, Gorilla Glue is normally found in the duct tape area, in the hardware area. Like, I'm not rolling with y'all. I'm sorry. Like, I understand the bottle differences. I get that, but that was premeditated. You went into the store. You went into you might have even asked the representative, hey, do you know where the Gorilla Glue is? And they sent you to the hardware store. And that's where you got the rest of your hair components, and here we are.
I saw
That's interesting.
The video that I watched was post Gorilla Glue. Did she spray the Gorilla Glue into her hair on camera?
Yeah,
I didn't
the
see
the video I saw was her on camera
spraying the Gorilla Glue.
Whack.
All I saw, this is the only thing I saw. I didn't see how she put it in. I don't know if she sprayed it and then like mixed it in. The only video I saw was her going like this, massaging that shit in, and then swooping it. And I was like, yo.
Yeah, the reason why I'm asking is because I think she was clout chasing.
Well, that's my other thing. That's what I was gonna ask y'all.
I wasn't done.
What do y'all think about that?
I think that is clout chasing gone wrong. I think she was trying to be funny, and it just backfired on her in the worst way imaginable.
Yeah. I'm rolling with you. I started to look at it, and doesn't it suck when you got to look at it like that though? Like, because let's say again, this girl did it like accidentally. She didn't mean to, but I feel like we're in a phase of, not even a phase. I feel like we kind of live our lives like, let's question this first. Let's see, was this genuinely done, right? Like between people being shot, like, or people being robbed, or home invasions. Like, you always kind of say, hey, was this a publicity stunt? Is this genuine, right? So when I originally opened my phone and saw that video, and I just read the caption of girl puts Gorilla Glue in her hair, and then whoever edited the video, they fast forwarded where she was like mixing the shit in her hair, and then a few hours later, whatever happened, you could see her trying to like pull it off of her head. I'm like, would I be doing this for content purposes and just for likes and just to go viral? Or was this one of those things where I did it and I'm on Instagram anyway, so I'm just being transparent with my audience saying, fuck it? Like, how do you view it? Because for me, I can't see myself, but I can't say that either, right? Like, because I remember when I used Bevel, when I used Bevel for the first time, the razor Bevel, I fucked my head up. When I'm talking bad, I posted a picture of it. I had tissue all over my face and shit. You remember that shit? Like,
I thought you was like in an accident or something.
Nah, I know everyone said that. So yo, man, all right, relax, bro. Everyone hit me like, yo, you got jumped. Like, yo, what happened? And I was like, nah, I just got into the fight with a razor. You know what I'm saying? But so I did that, not trying to go viral. It was just me fucking, talking to my audience and just having fun with it. Do we think that she was just having fun with it, or do you think it was really, really clout chasing?
Yo, these clout chasing.
We know how Wylson feels. How do you feel now?
If she did that for clout, she's retarded. I mean, you know what? I shouldn't say retarded. I
was about to say, let's stop saying retarded. That's
she is one of the worst people in modern society. I'll put it to you like that, because clout chasers are dangerous. If you're doing stuff just for validity and just because I want to make it famous at any cost, shorty, you just lost your hair. If that's real, you just lost your hair. You have scalp damage. Your hair is never coming back.
Yeah.
Gorilla Glue, because they have to use chemical or surgery to get that up off of your head.
Mm-hmm.
So clout chasing, that's a lot of stuff on social media. Is just dangerous, man. It's just really, really dangerous. What's they call it? The clout demon.
Yeah.
Once that demon gets in you, it's over.
So it looks like she was looking for potential solutions, and she actually, I guess, reached out to Gorilla Glue themselves. Gorilla Glue had told TMZ that she could use rubbing alcohol on her head, but they warned that after a month, burn. Well, no, after a month, it may be actually it's likely fractured at the root. So.
And how long she had that in?
Like
over a month. But she's gonna have Lego hair from now on.
Yeah, her roots are dead.
Take it off her head, put it back on.
Her roots are dead. Because this is set that chemical. Yo, first of all.
Yeah, he wild that. Like, go ahead. I know.
Wait, I'm laughing because somebody also said Jalen Rose had Lego hair.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, her roots are done. She's done, man, and I feel bad for her.
I've been pretty desperate. I don't think I've ever gotten that desperate to Gorilla Glue a hairline back. And I miss my hairline. Let me be very clear. I miss the shit out of my hairline, ladies and gentlemen. I'm never gonna go. I know men are not super gluing, gorilla gluing rather, like
Tattoo,
they're-
They do the micro tat joint.
which is ridiculous.
What is it? The mic? What is that?
It looks tight though.
Like,
One of my boys actually does it, and
don't
he's had it
snitch,
done.
don't snitch. Don't snitch. Don't snitch.
No, I'm not gonna snitch. I'm not gonna snitch. He's a barber.
Oh,
So,
all right, well, that's different.
Yeah,
different.
that's his profession.
It's a profession. That's different. That's different.
Yeah.
If I'm a barber, and I am a barber, but just not professionally. But if I was a barber in the fucking shop, like I would be using my products and doing all that shit. That's different.
I'm not tattooing a hairline on my head.
Well, it would be all the hair.
Yeah, so your whole head.
You would basically have like a nice like low Caesar.
One, tattoos on your scalp hurt at like hell. Like that tattoo artists warn people, like, are you sure you want your scalp tattooed?
Well, it's different though. Like they're going dot, 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 dot. It's not.
Fam, no way in the blue hell. You look crazy. To me personally, if it works for your man, cool. I'm not going to attack your man. But for me personally, I don't think it looks good on men. It's like a gorilla glue situation.
I don't think you've seen it. Have you seen it?
Yeah, you showed me.
It looks good. Like it looks like hair.
Can you send a picture? I've never seen it. Like I've never seen it in person. I've only seen it in pictures.
I'll show you, but don't get no ideas, Brandon.
I mean, if it was, listen.
Yo, why? That's what I'm trying. Yo, hold on. Let me. Why you keep trying to hate on my on my comeback, yo? That's all. Like, can we just address it? Like, I miss my hairline, yo. Like, it's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I wanted to go tattoo a fucking hairline, that should be my prerogative.
Nah,
don't
man.
do that.
Just
Just
support me, yo. Y'all won't support me, yo. Like, I'm just trying. You know what I mean? Stella got her groove back. I can't get mine.
Nah, you do good with the bald head, man. You should be thankful that you have a dome piece that is, goes well with the bald head. There's a lot of guys out there, like once they go bald, like now they look like they don't even look human.
Yeah.
Or man, you embrace it. You wear it with confidence, man.
Yeah, I don't care. I think keeping it a buck early when I first shaved my head, I was super self-conscious about that shit. Like, cause I was a wave guy, I was the curly hair dude. I had mad different styles of hair, right? Outside of braids, I never had braids, but like, so when your hair goes, it's like fuck, almost like demasculating, like decapitating me. You know what I mean? Like it's just
It's a rude awakening.
Yeah, but I will say, like I told somebody, I can't think of who I told it was. The moment you go bald for the first time, fam, it's the most liberating and freshest feeling ever.
You took your bra off.
I took my bra off, man. That's what I did, man. I took my bra off. That's what I did, man.
I don't know, man. I like giving myself a nice buzz cut, and like you said, it is liberating.
It's liberating.
But if I ever go bald, I'm gonna embrace it because
embrace it.
Michael Jordan, the old Jada Kiss, Mace Windu. There's a lot of people that you can look up to.
Kobe was bald for a little bit of a stint. Mamba, shout out to the Mamba.
Yeah.
Your favorite artist. Mamba. I was about to say your favorite artist, Royce the 5'9", bald. Who else? Bald. Kanye was bald. Well, really low Caesar, but yeah, I'll say low Caesar. He never was really bald.
I think my favorite version of Rick Ross was bald.
Yes. Bald Rick Ross, that's just pimping. Like straight pimping.
Men need to start embracing their wisdom.
Yeah,
that's what happens.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Do you start to? And I know this wasn't even on the show, but now fuck it, we're here. Do you guys, as you get older, right? Do you start to like view yourself differently? Like, and I'm gonna explain. Like, I view my body differently, right? Like, so I say that like when I get up, like my hip feels a little different. Does that make sense? I'm like,
no, that's real talk.
I'm feeling some things here. You know what I mean? Like, does that put like, I guess, does that put your brain in a different perspective as far as like your goals or things that you haven't accomplished or things you want to accomplish? Like, I guess starting from the hip to your brain, where do you go in terms of, all right, I'm starting to feel old or starting to feel some aches? Does that automatically thrust you into, I got to get working more? Like, tell me about it.
Wilson, you want to take this one first?
Well, I mean, I would say it definitely makes you more health conscious. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that you're at this point, you're at the top of the hill.
Yeah.
And there's two ways to go down it. You can go down it athletically, in a nice graceful stride,
graceful, right?
or you can
Graceful.
go tumbling down it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
you know, you really have to really think about where you want to be in 10 years. Because let's say you're 35 and you're already washed. By 45, you're going to be even more washed if you don't do
super
something.
washed.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
super
you're
washed.
Washed,
You're super
and
washed.
also with health risks.
Yeah.
That's
Facts.
That's
You know, the game slows down a little bit as you get older.
Yeah.
You know, but it has to, because
Talk
you know
about that slow game.
because you know what, when you're young, when you're in your 20s, you feel like, yo, I can take on the world. I could go out there, I can accomplish. I'm gonna be the richest person in the world. I'm gonna own the most companies. I'm gonna bag the prettiest joints. So, slow down, bro.
Yeah.
There's a big old world out there that you're gonna get spanked on. And as you get older, things start to slow down, and you start to use your mind a little bit more, because you can't just muscle everything like you're in your 20s. You fall down, you go out there. Like when I was lifting weights a couple of weeks ago, before I was on quarantine, and I was lifting weights with somebody 10 years younger than me, and the dude's like, yo, push it. Homeboy. I'm not pushing anything. This is my limit. This is what I can do. I got other things I need to do when I get home. And tomorrow,
like I think that's what young people miss. Like they want you to do shit like that, and then they don't realize that you're then immobilized for a good few days. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like me, like I was saying to somebody, like I can't drink like that anymore, man. Like I drink, right? Like I drink, but I can't drink to the point where I'm stupid, because my recovery time is not the same. Like a wasted night for me, I got a wasted night turns into a wasted weekend, a wasted few days. Like that shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like that shit hits different at 36, fam.
That's what they never tell you.
They don't tell you that.
Once you cross over that threshold of 30, drinking.
Listen, I love Hove, but forever young, I want to be forever young is a lie. You're not going to be forever young. You're going to wake up just like me one of these days and try to hang out with one of these young people, and you're going to learn real quick.
Don't do it.
Real quick.
Don't
do it.
No,
I stay in my lane.
See, I know that you guys always try to, or the last time I brung up a challenge, you guys try to hate on me, try to say, oh, I always try to make up challenges to kind of feed off your energy, but really I'm motivational. That's my purpose. So based off of this conversation, I think that we should do like a grassroots, like health pact of some sort. For real. Get like the fans involved.
Yo, man.
Get the people involved, man. Get
I'm
everybody moving.
All right. So what's the plan here? What are we looking to do?
I don't know. That's probably something we should sit down and think about. Oh,
drink sea moss. That's your remedy. That's almost similar to people saying, all right, the world's coming to an end, let's move to Atlanta. Like that's what that sounds like to me, honestly.
If the world's coming to an end, I'm not going to Atlanta.
It's gotta be.
I can tell you that much.
Listen, Wakanda is happening in Atlanta.
It could, but if the world's coming to an end, I don't want to be anywhere near that. When the water boys out there following you to get to your house to rob you, you ain't want to buy no water.
It's a little different out there in the A. It's a little different out there in the A.
You got it, bro. You got it.
Man, let a water boy follow me home. I'll drown him in those waters.
That's a real thing. That's a real thing.
I know. I'll waterboard him. Follow me home.
Waterboard him?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's funny that you mentioned that, Brandon, because I look around and I see some of my friends. I'm like, damn, son, y'all don't get tired of doing the young stuff? Like my homeboy, I saw him put on some like 32 Slims. And I looked at him, I said, yo, fam, why are you wearing those? Why are your pants so tight?
It's crazy.
He goes, this is what the young, God's honest truth. This is what the young people are wearing. This is how the girls know that you're with it. I said, fam, you look like you had on spandex and you wear a size 14 Tim. It doesn't look crazy. Right, B.
Yeah, that looks crazy. That's a bit much. That's a bit much.
Wait, let me ask you guys this. As the officially the youngest person on this podcast, when did it all go downhill for you guys?
Just threw it in our face, just like that.
Yeah, word.
Chris was just waiting in the bushes.
Yeah, like
to come out and hit that.
Yeah, you waited all this time to spew that venom?
I can't wait to turn 30. Chris, I can't wait till you turn 30.
Hold on, you said, what does it feel like to turn 30?
No, when did it all start going downhill for you guys?
30.
Yeah.
I said this the week before my 30th birthday. I'm almost certain from that point on, I started to have a midlife crisis. It's never left. 30 for me. I don't know what it was, yo, but I looked at life differently. And it was like, and it's not like it wasn't one of those things where I lived my life at, yo, once I hit 30, like I have to hit my goals. My goals changed like as I was approaching 30, like what I thought my goals or my vision was of life and how I viewed certain things. That changed exponentially the week of specifically, or maybe that month, maybe. When I was turning 30, it was like, all right, wait, things are a little serious now. 30 is 20 years away from 50. Like
you closer to 50 than
yeah,
20, huh?
you gotta start. My brain looks a little different now. Like I view things differently. Even I found myself now, like even my attention for bullshit, like entertaining bullshit. No,
Not
I
happening.
won't. You know what I mean? Like I'm just in a different space, especially now where I feel like I'm just communicating effectively. Like right, wrong, good, bad, or indifferent. Like I'm just keeping it all the way a buck. And at that point, it's like if I'm keeping it a buck and you just still out here on some stupid shit or like on some kid shit, it's like I don't really have time for that. Like I'm 36. Like I'm cool. Like I'm not doing that. Like, but that's where that started for me, Chris. For me, 30. And then when 35 hit, oh fuck my life. 35 was like that year, it was just different. But 30 for me was really, really it's like one of those cliche eye-opening feelings. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
I thought
What I would say is just be mindful of staying active, especially if you work like a sedentary job. If you're sitting a lot, because man, you'll look back like right now. If I have to think about it, I'm fairly athletic. If I have to think about the last time that I ran, like actually like hit like a top speed, it was like back in August.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know how
you count those moments?
I
agree
that's like 6 months ago.
I agree with him. Mine was before right before summer ended. That's the last time I went running. I ain't been running nothing. I have not been running. I ain't been doing shit.
I love running. And you know what's so crazy about getting older, Chris? Like it's harder to lose weight.
Yeah,
no, not for me. I don't know what it is. Now I can't gain weight.
No, I wish I had that.
But the messed up part is though, like I got down to my weight where I know if I hit a certain weight, 6-pack, crazy. I hit that weight this summer.
3.
6-pack, not in sight.
All right, let's do that challenge. Let's do that grassroots challenge. Yeah, let's do that.
It was scary.
I'm motivated now after hearing you guys. I don't want to, I don't.
Well, hold on, Chris. Let me. It's not
I'm
all
down.
It's not all gloom and doom when you hit 30.
It's not
like
no. It's wisdom. It's wisdom.
Yeah, it's mad.
It's
wisdom.
I didn't care.
Also certain understanding.
Yeah, man.
Word.
It's not all gloom and
doom.
What I noticed is, I being fairly active. I have no kids and I have a pretty sweet dad bod. Ladies are into that.
You're a perfect stepdad. You're a perfect stepdad.
Yeah,
you're a perfect stepdad. Yeah, you're a perfect stepdad.
My dad bod game is crazy. So once I become a dad and I step into that role, just already sexy, you think my gram's not going to change? You think I'm not the sexy dad?
Yo, Wylson is
my candy as the ill bait.
Yeah, are you gonna be walking like with your kid in the park, like you know what I'm saying, like with a shirt off, like randomly in the summertime, with some strolls with my youngin'? Like,
dude,
are you gonna be that guy?
I'm taking all the candid, sexy dad pics.
You're gonna be that guy laying in the bed with him, like, listen, there's nothing like laying next to a king. Like, are you gonna be that guy?
I hate that.
But I'm gonna pretend I'm asleep.
I hate it. I know. I woke up feeling love. No, you woke up and closed your eyes and took a selfie and then said that you were sleeping. That's what happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't be that guy, man. Be a good
Wilson's one of them dudes that's gonna be like, yo, you can call me Wylson. You can call me by my name. You ain't gotta call me dad. I'm married to your mom, but
he's definitely gonna he's definitely gonna be that guy.
Nah, I'm getting
mad regular.
Say what?
I'm getting called dad.
You're gonna cry. You're gonna cry when that happens.
He's gonna cry.
There's always gonna be a sense of authority.
You gotta cry when that happens.
Got it.
Yeah. You know what's so crazy though? As I got older and 35 was really it for me. 30 was like, all right. But when you hit your 30s, it's like, yo, I'm out of my 20s. Yeah. Right. And then society tells you like, oh, you're supposed to be what? You're supposed to be here. You're supposed to be. It's like, as you get older, you're like, hey, wait a minute. Nobody has it figured out.
Yeah.
People in their 30s, people in their 40s, people in their 50s. Nobody, because life is ever changing. You don't get it figured out.
Not only. Oh, my fault.
No, I was gonna say, not only in your 20s do you waste a tremendous amount of time thinking that I have to figure it out before I hit 30, only to hit 30 and realize I didn't have to do any of that shit.
Yeah,
I could have just been living.
Yo, to your point, I think that was an okay thing to say or think back in the day. You know what I'm saying? 30 was different back in the day. 30 today is, I'm not going to say it's like 20s. You still have 30-year-old responsibilities.
Facts.
But you don't have we don't have like an old mind state. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have an old mind state. When I'm 45, I could probably still go to like a lounge.
100%
and fit in.
You,
like I'm not gonna dress like an old man or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
So that was the other thing. Somebody said to me, they asked my age, and I told them, I'm like, yo, I'm 36. I just turned 36. Yada yada yada. And they're like, yo, you're aging gracefully. Like you don't look like a corny old guy. And they were younger. Like
the fact that they think 36 is old is.
But there you go. So I was like,
mind-boggling. I never thought like that as a kid, though.
Me neither.
I couldn't wait to get old. I was like, ain't nobody gonna tell me.
That's what I'm saying. Me neither. Like they like talking to like younger people. Like they really look at you like this older person. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fam, I'm on the game like you. Like I'm chilling. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not old. I'm not washed.
To your point, a lot of times like people have to remind me how old I am.
Yeah.
Like that's when it hits. Like they talk to me like in a certain type of way, and it's like,
yeah.
Oh, I'm here now.
Yeah. You know what
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
anytime the conversation goes like, well, hold on, like Wylson, you're 35. Like you're you know, when they give you that talk or when they start hand dressing, like, well, wait, hold on, sir, you're in a, you know what I mean? Once that happens, it's like, all right, this is the stern talk where you remind me about me not being able to act like a child and have to adult and shit.
But unlike you and Nas, we're all pretty much the same age. Unlike you and Nas, like I look young.
What are you talking about? Somebody at work told me I was 29. I took that. Somebody said,
that's just because they loved you that they loved you that day. That's all.
I look younger than you guys. I look younger than you guys. I'm not just talking about height. I look younger. It's
because you're short. That's the only reason. It's because you're short.
Yeah.
I could easily pass with 29.
Nah.
Easily.
Nah.
I can't. You don't got it.
I do have it.
Nah, man.
Yo, Chris, don't do that.
Nas, I love you. Nas, I love you.
You don't have it.
I'm in my mid-20s right now, and now you don't look like my peers.
This is an intervention.
This is
a
healing intervention. You don't.
Fam, I could pass for 29.
Nah, man.
Nah, you can't.
To somebody that's 50, I'm 29.
Yeah, you can't.
Nah, it's a dub, pun intended.
Yeah, it is. 100%. But hold up, let's get into some news. Some news broke. Chris, let's lead off. Some new news came out with Patreon and Joe Budden, obviously. So let's go over that new fact of what's happening here.
All right, so just to cover, this past week, Joe has signed on to have an advisory position within Patreon as the chief of cultural equity, and he's also signed on with Patreon to do a tiered subscription service, $5, $10, I believe, and $25. So how do you guys feel about this as podcasters, as a way to earn revenue as podcasters? Do you see this as like a viable option? And how does that look compared to, I guess, other business models, like say like the Joe Rogans or say the Ringers of Spotify?
$10 a month.
Yeah, $10 a month. And, each tier you get more and more. So 5, 10, and 25. I believe they have a Discord. They also have some bonus episodes as well.
Episodes.
Now for that $10 a month, it's only to Joe's podcast, or is it to all the podcasts on Patreon?
I believe it's Joe's podcast and also the podcast under his network, under the
network. Yeah.
Okay.
How do you feel about it?
For me, if I'm being honest, I don't know how to feel about it, only just because number one, I know that it's massive. Like that's a big deal, right? Given all of the history, especially with him walking away from the giant deal and all of these things, like for him to be that at Patreon alone is massive. I really don't know that Patreon all that well. Like literally this weekend I was at his crib trying to figure it out. Like I couldn't even, he was helping me set up the account just because I've never used Patreon. I know the
usually a lot of dudes that get censored or get in trouble use Patreon. Like Brian Callen jumped over to Patreon when he had like his little thing, which he was I believe innocent. I know the Hodge twins, I think they went over to Patreon, I believe. I'm not sure. But yeah. That's usually when I hear about Patreon.
So I'm assuming it's just a space for
it's uncensored. It's uncensored. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Well, that would make sense for him. Why he? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That it would make sense why Joe would want to be over there and the rest of his shows, right? Like that makes total sense.
But I mean, they're not necessarily doing the Joe Budden podcast over there, though, right?
No, they're still going to do the regular free episodes on YouTube and all the other streaming platforms. It's just bonus content there people are going to have to pay for.
So I'm assuming the bonus content is more raunchy.
Yeah, so I think
I'm assuming it would have to be.
Because I heard him on his show, he was saying, whoa, this is the regular episode, this is the Patreon one when everybody was going off.
So I think that's one of the things I've been seeing on Twitter is like as a con is that does the free episode get watered down? It's like, oh no, we're gonna save this for the Patreon episode, so you guys have to go move over there to go see the the good stuff.
He should. Yeah. I mean, that's just smart business.
Yeah, I think it is smart business.
A lot of people don't give Joe credit that he should, ushering in ways for rappers to make other streams of money and going down other avenues. Even when he did that little stint at Hot 97, and everybody said, see, he did one or two songs, and now he's washed. It's like, this dude's been setting things up behind the scenes for years.
Yeah.
He's just been gathering information, and now he's applying it, and it's dope for podcasters because not only is he showing that there's an urban market, quote unquote, but you can put him up there with Joe Rogan. He is one of the, as far as hip hop and urban society is concerned, he is the podfather.
He is.
Yeah. Because without him, when everybody was joking on Joe Budden TV, and he was on that wave way before a lot of people. Oh, why he spent his whole life of this dude's crazy. That's what because they didn't understand. Like Chappelle said, they label you crazy when they can't understand what you're doing. It's dismissive.
Real quick, just to that point, I remember when, the first time when I was in college on the computer on YouTube, saw Tahiri's ass for the first time. And I was like, this is the biggest ass I've ever seen in my life. And I was so appreciative of Joe. I remember thinking to myself, like, why would he put his girl on here like this? Like, but then but then that type of stuff became normal. You see,
right.
Now this was before this is when it was unusual to see a female's bare ass. It was unusual.
It was unusual in general, just because of how he was shooting. And not to cut you off, when Wilson, I just want to say that like, you're right on what you're right on what you're saying. The level of transparency that was given back when he was doing Joe Budden TV, it was different. It was raw, it was unfiltered, it was uncut. But first and foremost, he was really the first time. We were talking about this on Clubhouse. He made that statement. He said, name another rapper during that time that was openly showing his girl the way that I was showing my girl. Like,
you can't.
He was the first rapper to ever have a girlfriend.
Well, yeah. The only other person I thought about
other than that,
Rev Run, Coco or Rev Run, but I don't really equate that like on that same level. You know what I mean?
That's the closest that you got to seeing a rapper with a wifey.
I agree, but I just think the level of transparency is what keeps him.
But he stays ahead of the curve.
Yeah,
he's so brutally honest, and I think that's a lot to do with. And you could probably speak on this more than I can, but from the outside looking in, it's a lot to do with, I think, his therapy, that I don't know how to lie. I remember in one of his songs, he said, I don't know how to do that spinny wheel shit and jewelry shit. I can only speak from personal experience. And I think that's what resonates with his fans. Yeah. Joe is the catalyst for all that. Loving hip hop. You can honestly, you can make an argument that without Joe Budden TV and him showing the ups and downs of him and Tahiri's relationship at the time, there is Jim and his wife don't get approached by what's What's the woman's name?
Mona. So
Mona.
ironically, during that time, I think they all were scouted. I think
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, I just think Jim and Chrissy were the ones that did it. And obviously that first season was like crazy. Like that shit took off. Obviously, where we're at with Love and Hip Hop now, but Joe had been approached a few different times from people when he was filming JBTV, like a few networks at that time. I don't even remember why he didn't want to do it, or I think at the time his reasoning was really just around the fact that he didn't want there to be a conflict with the music career and then with TV, just because he felt like it was a conflict before when he was still a recording artist, but still then started working for Hot and doing the Smack Fest and then hosting the morning show. So it was a work-life balance thing for him. Like he started, having to wake up early in the morning and then fall asleep driving. You know what I'm saying? Like it was one of those things where he had to choose. And then on top of it, like the labels at that time were like, "Hey, yo, like you're
doing too much.
accessible. Yeah, like you're doing too much. Like you have to stop."
I mean,
So go ahead. No, go.
Nah, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. I thought you.
No, I don't even remember the rest of the point of it. But I guess the point was that I get what you're saying as far as like the level of transparency with showing like just everything. Like everything was shown during that time. Like, so I get it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, aside from his transparency and willingness to be the first man over the hill, the thing that impresses me the most that Joe had did is he decided not to go back to rapping. That I feel like that was the smartest decision that he made. Of all the decisions, turning down contracts and everything else, not rapping made him legit. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
In the world of entertainment, is what you're saying? In the world of it? Just to clarify, I just want
well, yeah, in the world of just being a speaker in general. And now you see all the other rappers following his footsteps.
Yeah.
Like their careers may not be as hot as they were, and then they take his route.
And then, you know what makes me mad though? I'm gonna be honest. Like a lot of people, and I'm not just saying this because he's been nice to me, I am a fan. But it's just like, yo, fam, nobody gives this dude credit for what he does. No, everybody, he's always the butt of some joke, but everybody copies his style. And then it's just cool to me that he doesn't give a shit. Like he knows, like, yo, fam, you took my whole game plan and tried to use it against me. And here I am, and you eating because of me. All the other rappers, I don't want to do a podcast. I don't got nothing to say. I'm still rapping. 6 months later, they turn around and now you got a podcast.
Well, I think too, like even a lot of artists that have podcasts now also think that they now see the value in podcasts, and they see the value in not only from a monetary perspective, but they also see the value in being able to speak directly to your audience and connect with your audience, but also you're able to address things very quickly, especially how media can take things and can screw them and spin them. It's home base. Like I always said, and we've always said that there's been plenty of things that have happened on the show with different networks, with artists, with everything, right? The one thing we've always been good with and I love about this show is that we always are able to talk directly to our fan base. Like we don't ever worry about the fair weather fans that come in and be like, "Oh, y'all corny," or whatever the case may be, or you shouldn't have said that, and then they leave. We always try to identify with our core fan base, and then we also try to identify with our core values. And I think that's what happens with us, and that's where a lot of people, it's just a separation of sorts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But shout out to him. I honestly can't wait. Like it's one of those things where I have so many questions, and I know that he already is going through like that transitional phase. You get a job and you're going through like the training of it, even though his is, I'm sure, much higher level. Like he's probably doing the training while still learning the shit or whatever is happening. So I have mad questions too, and I'm hopefully I can give you guys the answers. But I ain't trying to bother him while he's working because we working. So. But I have a lot of questions. I'm very, very curious about it. Like I signed up my account or whatever, but I just haven't done anything. Like I don't know how it works. So I think today I'm probably going to spend the day doing research on a few things like Patreon and shit like that. Like I think my brain is switching even with TikTok. I'm seeing like mature TikTok videos that are making me feel like, okay, maybe I can do a mature TikTok. Because
I-
I've seen a lot of.
No, I was gonna say I don't think that it's like that. I think that Patreon is basically same thing that we're doing now, except for pay me for my work.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
That's
but
what's
no, there is, but like anything, there's an art to it, right? And you want to learn the art to how people post, what they're posting, what resonates, what how you want to be perceived on there. Like for me, I just think about things differently. Like I'm never just going up and just going to post something. I'll do it just to see what, like, for research purposes, like to see what a reaction is, especially if it's a news site, then yeah, I'll do it. But yeah, it's to Siv's point, most people do use it for bonus content, and that's what I've learned just in doing research on it, is just that it's just a bonus content that you can get, that, to your point, Wylson, people can subscribe to and fund and pay for. So I'm curious to see more. I'm super proud of them. Shouts out to them, the whole team. It's just major. Like that's just a major thing. I know that I read that he has shares in the company, or he's on the board, or all these major things. So that shit is just well deserved. Well deserved. So shout out to him. What else are we covering today? Super Bowl. Who do you guys have in the Super Bowl? Who's winning the Super Bowl?
Shit, to speak like an old true black man, I'm just hoping for a good game.
Yeah, that's all. Like I said, y'all know me. I've said this mad times on the show. Like I'm total. This season I chucked up. I'm totally out of loop. I don't know who's injured, who's not. I have not been following. I just took down my NFL ban because Cap ain't he's not really with it. I don't even know what's happening with Kaepernick at this point. But I've let all of that go. Next season I will be going back to watching my football and supporting the NFL because I enjoy football. This year, I'm chilling. I'm just hoping for a good game.
I mean, I haven't watched any football, and I mean, I'm glad I didn't, because of the way how Chad Wheeler was not treated like our homeboy Rice.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really have too much to say about the NFL, man. I can't. I'm not with it. It's not.
He wasn't everywhere. It wasn't a news cycle.
Hold on. It wasn't everywhere. It wasn't everywhere. They punished.
Hold on. Look,
Kaepernick had it worse than Chad.
Hold on. Give the audience some context. What are we talking about here?
Well, Chad Wheeler, he basically beat the hell out of his girlfriend. I would say, I mean, not to compare beating or sufferings, but I would say worse than what Ray Rice did.
He legitimately tried to kill her.
He actually thought she was dead, as he ate a meal next to her assumed to be dead body. And then when she woke up, he said, "Oh, you're still alive?" Like,
yeah.
This guy, man.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to get racial.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. But I wanted to give the audience context, because I know we were talking, and I obviously know what was happening. We all know, but for the audience, yeah, that is a real story, and we obviously won't go into it. But
and just to say this, he's white, his girlfriend is black, and for all those people out there saying, "Oh, black men don't protect black women," neither do white men. So let's stop that talk right now. Yeah, I'll probably chime back in once I get hot again.
So there was actually an update on it today. I just looked it up, and he pled not guilty today.
Okay.
And under the, I guess, the premise that he has bipolar disorder and he has not been taking his medication for the past 6 months.
Sounds about right.
Okay.
Sounds about right. A mental disorder. He didn't know what he was doing. He didn't know. He loved her. Ray Rice, on the other hand, he knew. He knew. He knew exactly what he was doing. Miss me with that bullshit.
I mean, yeah.
It's not every. Go ahead, Wilson.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's not everywhere. They talk about it for 2 days, and that's only after the internet asks, "Why are you not covering this story?" Then it's a dead issue. Cover it for 2 days, and then you move on. Now I don't know if that's because that gentleman is Caucasian or because she's a black woman.
Well, he's clearly let's say he is bipolar. Right. At what point do you get held accountable? Well, shouldn't you be held accountable if you're a violent bipolar white supremacist?
I don't see it. It's weird, man. It's weird because there are people out there with mental health issues that cannot control themselves.
Yeah, but taking your medication, once you get diagnosed, you should have to take your medication. That's like if you let's say you get AIDS and you don't take your medication and you're still out there sleeping with people. You should be held accountable.
You should be charged with attempted murder.
You should be charged with attempted murder. Yeah,
which for the world to be again, Charlie Sheen is walking free.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
We can go down that rabbit hole and it never ends.
I was gonna say we go down that. That rabbit hole will take down half of Hollywood when you think about it. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. We can move off because I honestly I feel you.
Yeah, but let's get back on a lighter note.
On a lighter note, we do know Brady is winning the Super Bowl, right? And I'm saying him alone. Brady is winning the Super Bowl by himself, like he's winning.
7 rings is nothing to sneeze at, man. If he wins 7 rings, we have witnessed history, man.
It's greatness at an all-time high. Like we'll probably never see anything else like that in our lifetime. Brady is like maybe like my dad's Joe Montana era, whatever that era of football
better
player,
than Joe.
Quarterback. Yeah, like you know what I mean? Like
better than Joe.
Damn, but you know he's different.
It's so crazy because you think like, but they don't get Brady the same treatment that they give LeBron.
They don't,
because Brady's been to 10 Super Bowls and only won 6. Bron's been to 8 finals and won 4, but somehow he's less than.
Yo, so here's my thing, and this may sound crazy, but do you think Tom Brady is underrated? Even though he's rated, like he's rated, like we know he's an elitist, right? Like we know he's top 5. At least for me, he's top 5 dead or alive quarterbacks. But like, do you really think they don't really talk about him the way that they talk about LeBron?
Well, you know what?
Like or like a Kobe, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because even though we know that he's that guy, you get what I mean?
I think that with basketball, right? Basketball, you could come up with plays, but plays can easily fall apart, and then you have to rely on your ability. For a long time, I said, it's Bill Belichick's system. Bill Belichick is a mastermind. He put Matt Castle in that system. Matt Castle got out of the system, went to Kansas City, got a big ass contract. It's a system guy. That's how I was. I was like, it's Belichick, and he's a genius. It's his system. Then Cam Newton got put in that system, and Cam Newton is a creative character. If I created myself at quarterback, I would make myself 6'5", about 230, 240, with a gun for an arm. And he couldn't get the system. He couldn't get it to work. Brady goes to Tampa Bay, and under the first year, they're in the Super Bowl. He's made history by hosting the Super Bowl in the stadium. Like, that's never been done.
Yeah.
It's always been a neutral site. He's playing a home game in the Super Bowl.
That's major, man. That's just major.
Wait, so I'm gonna answer Brandon's question a little differently. I think is just the marketability of the sports. I just think football, everyone wears the helmet. You don't see the players' faces as much as say like basketball, say like a LeBron or a Jordan. So I don't think we've ever seen a football star at that level of a Jordan or a LeBron. You know, I mean, do you see Brady
Marshawn? I mean a Marshawn Lynch. Sorry.
I mean, like do you see Brady out on commercials, or do you see he's selling products to like the everyday man? You're a casual football viewer, but like, you know, when I went to view Europe, I saw Brady a lot more over there than I did over here, because he's more involved in like the high-end fashion brands, the watches,
I get what you're saying.
Fashion.
So I
like that nice stunt too, Chris. When I went over to Europe.
I caught that too, Nas. I was gonna circle back to that after a statement. I caught it. It's cool.
So I just think he attacks a different crowd than you know, because LeBron's after the kids. Like, you know, he's trying to sell sneakers, he's trying to sell basketballs.
Brady's the man. Not only does he have a banging baby moms, and I forgot the first joint's name, but she's been in a bunch of movies. You have a Brazilian supermodel for a wife, and you have 6 Super Bowl rings. Like, you're living the American man. The average American man wants that life.
Yeah, 100%.
The average American, fam, if I can win 6 Super Bowls, get the MVP of the game, have a supermodel for a wife, more money than I can count,
and do whatever I want,
and be in Europe everywhere and still not have rhythm. Because I seen him at the Brazilian Day Parade. The man has no rhythm. And I'm not one to judge because I have no rhythm.
Fam, with that kind of life, do you really need rhythm?
No.
No. You don't need rhythm at that point. You could do whatever the hell you want. It does not make no mind matter, nothing. It does not.
You passed your idol. He used to look up to Joe Montana, and you surpassed him.
Like, and surpassed him clean too, though. And you know what I mean? Like
light.
Clean, like light. Like it wasn't even like with the ease. Like you just coasting a little bit. So yeah, man.
I feel bad for his sons, man.
I did.
I hope they don't play football. I hope they
that's a lot to live up to. That's a lot to live up to, man. But I do believe in genes. I believe in genetics. I think that should sometimes it carries over. And again, with him, but I also wonder too if Brady is one of those athletes that possesses that superior athleticism, you know what I'm saying, but can't bestow that wisdom on teaching that to the younger generation. Like maybe he's just one of those people like I'm just that nice. I can't tell you how I got here. I'm saying like I'm here. Like there's nothing you can say. I'm just here. Sorry.
Just do it,
like, right? Just do it. Like just go on the floor and just try it. Like I don't know what you want me to say. Like do we look at him as being one of those people where he's maybe not be a coach after this? Like how do you coach being Tom Brady? Like do you see Tom Brady on the sidelines being a coach to another future quarterback? Like how do you teach how to be Tom Brady? Is that instinct? Or is that natural God-given talent, or is that learned behavior, built ability?
I don't think you could teach it, to be honest with you, because if you look at the closest person that it came to, and I think it was only working because it was the opposite gender, was Kobe. Like Mike couldn't bestow that information onto his sons and onto his teams because he only knew how to muscle it. Like, I'm gonna punch you in the face because you're not practicing hard enough. That's he couldn't communicate what needs to be done. And how can you? When you're the greatest at your sport, that's hard to tell because all you know is to do it. Jordan only knows I can do it. Just dunk on his mom. Just dunk, man. Yeah. So, yo, Mike, I can't do it. Tom goes, yo, just make the throw. Tom, I can't make that throw. He's like, well, he's open, just make it. I think the closest person that's come to their father's greatness, and I think he went past them, was Ken Griffey. That was it. Like, I don't see Bronny being the next LeBron. Yeah. He's a great player. He's a nice young man. He's a teenager. He's good, but Jordan's son couldn't cut it because they're not fighting for anything. You understand what I'm saying? Like LeBron was fighting to get out the projects when he was working hard. When you got duck for dinner, when everybody else is eating chicken, it's kind of hard to find that inner flame to kind of get you going.
So that was the other thing I was talking about is, how people are brought up differently, like that level of hunger, people that come from money, then people that come from middle-class families to people that come from the bottom of the bottom. I think all those people, all those types of people, I'll say, I think their experiences and or how they handle just communication, business, networking, each one of those people has a different approach to it. And I think that the adaptability piece comes in when you get older, when you start to be able to maybe look at yourself a little differently and say, okay, hey, the approach that I took when I was younger, I can no longer take just because that shit is going to have me in a really, really bad space in life. I think that part is missed at times. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
Yeah, man. I agree. I concur.
Yeah. I hope that makes sense, especially to the listeners. I hope that makes sense. I'll try to articulate that as best as possible. But yeah, man. I guess that's really it. This is a really good show. I'm hyped about this. I feel like we're getting better, guys. I feel like we're gelling. We have some up and coming guests coming up soon. I won't tell the audience too, but we got some cool guests, some repeat guests, some new guests that I'm really excited about. Give a more in-depth look at these people, and we'll have some really, really fun conversations. So as always, Be sure to subscribe, hit the notification button to be notified for our latest to the greatest episodes. Also, please, everyone, please go join our Discord. We are steadily growing still. And I want to do the health fitness thing challenge. I want to somehow incorporate our Discord to it as well, Chris. So let's figure out a nice, dope, healthy plan. And then we raffle off the winner or something. I want to give something away to the viewership and as a whole. So let's try to figure that out. Outside of that, y'all good? We cool?
Good, man. I'm about to go drink some sea moss.
Yeah, word. Go clear up the vid.
Nah, give us some update. How you feel today?
How are you feeling? Yeah.
I'm good, baby. I'm good, man. Straight but down like 6 o'clock, but most people won't get that because they on digital. I'm on analog, man. Y'all won't get it, man. Y'all won't get it, man. I'm good, man.
No, we got the bar. We got the bar.
Nah, I got bars for days.
Yeah, I'm clearing up. All right, great. All right, well, that's it, y'all. That's it. Want to thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for supporting. Thank y'all for listening. I don't know. We'll figure out. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I know you sent the message. I know Chris is sending me a message while we're talking about the contest, how long we're going to run it for. I don't know. We'll figure out the logistics. But above all, be safe, be kind, be whole. Thank you guys for tuning in as always. Brandon Killabh BH Hall.
I am the regular Nas.
I am Wylson.
All right, Chris, since you're not going to say it, you could just cut it like right here, and then we'll be good. And it's a wrap. Grass.